Today, we're in sunny South Florida. We flew in from Dallas Love Field on Southwest for a quick family getaway and packed in a lot in just a few days. We visited 3 spots that are perfect for families and way better than the usual tourist stuff. If you're heading to the Miami area with kids, you'll want to see this. Today we're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we're here to find out what are the top 3 things to do for families in South Florida. My wife and I come to South Florida a lot. We always ask ourselves, compared to Dallas seems to have a lot to do. What is there to do other than going to the beaches? Of course, everybody loves going to the beach in South Florida, but it's really hard to find a lot of things to do for families in South Florida beyond that. So we're here to document the top 3 things to do and how we can find them. So let's get started. Our first stop was the Jungle Queen River Cruise, right here in Fort Lauderdale. We boarded at the Marina and set off on a 45-minute ride through the canals, what they call the Venice of America. The boat itself was a classic paddle wheel style riverboat with open air seating and great views on all sides. Along the way, the tour guide gave us some fun facts about the area, the mega mansions, and the yachts we passed, some of which were worth more than most homes. We made it to the private island, which, to be clear, isn't really an island. It's more like a dressed up lot on the canal made to feel like a tropical getaway. Once we got to the dining area, the service moved quick. We had about 45 minutes to eat, and they kept the food coming. Barbecue ribs, chicken tenders, slaw, beans, fries, and cornbread. While we ate, there was a live R&B band playing real smooth, laid-back vibes that made the whole place feel like we were in Hawaii. So we're on Jungle Queen's private island, and they've got a luau show they're going to do. They did unlimited barbecue, which was pretty decent. It was not like Texas, of course, but it was decent for Florida. And they've got a couple of other shows. They've got ice cream, and they've got just a little place you'll be able to walk around and see. So for the value, it was a nice little getaway. The mix of music, palm trees, and that island setup gave it a chill vacation feel, even though we were just off of a canal in Fort Lauderdale. Ashton ate so much, he said he felt like a chubby bunny. Safe to say, we got our money's worth. We ended the evening with a live performance by a Polynesian dance group, complete with hula dancing, fire tricks, and even a few good laughs along the way. It was a fun way to wind down the night, and the kids were locked in the whole time. A solid experience for the whole family. So that boat ride was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Well, that's just the beginning. So this isn't necessarily in order, but one of the nicest spots for families in the Miami area is Bayside. And I'll tell you why. You might not necessarily think of Bayside as a great place for families, but it really has everything that all families are looking for. There's great shopping, there's entertainment, there's boats in the marina to look at. They've even got some rides in a section over here that are open part of the year. My family's already left me. Here, my wife wanted to go shopping, so she's looking at some of the shops, and the kids are pretty excited about seeing the parrots and the snakes. So let's go take a look. Bayside Marketplace sits right on Biscayne Bay, next to Bayfront Park, and just a few blocks from downtown Miami's high-rises and cruise port. It's popular with both tourists and Miami locals, especially on weekends and cruise days when the energy really picks up. You'll hear music, catch some great people watching, and see just how diverse this city really is. Most people don't know this, but Bayside has been around since the late 80s. It was actually featured in episodes of Miami Vice, and it's one of the few spots in the city that's managed to keep that old school charm while still evolving with the times. So what I really like about Bayside are places like this. Check out this bar behind me. It's in a nicely shaded area. It's right here out in the open. Lots of places to sit down and check out. And the view is great. Whether you're here during the day or at night, there's just a lot to check out and see. There's a Virgin cruise ship that's off in the distance. I wish I was on that cruise ship right now. I've actually never done a Virgin cruise, but I hear a lot of really great things about them. The only downside with it is you can't take kids. It's adult only. And we're always looking for somebody to watch and keep the kids, so that's always an issue for us. But they're getting to the age now where, you know what, we might be able to leave them with grandma, for a week, and go ahead and hop on this Voyage cruise line and explore the world. Just the 2 of us. I'd look forward to that. Let's continue to walk through and see what else we can see. If you're into boat tours, Bayside has you covered. You'll find everything from high-speed thrill rides that zip through the bay to slower narrated tours past celebrity homes and million-dollar yachts. Some tours focus on Miami's skyline and history. Others are all about the glitz and glamour of Star Island. Either way, it's a great way to see the city from the water.
So as you can see, there's a lot of boat tour companies that operate out of Bayside. And a lot of them go to Millionaires Row, where you can check out all of the millionaires that live in the area in their mansions. It's a really interesting tour. I was looking at this one tour back there, and they run about every hour. So for about $30 or so, you can get a 45-minute to 1-hour tour of all the mansions, and it goes through the bay. You see Star Island and a lot of other interesting places around Miami. So I think it's worth doing.
When it comes to food, there's something for everyone. Cuban sandwiches, fresh seafood, burgers, empanadas, even sit-down spots with live music. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite or sitting down to enjoy the view, you won't go hungry here.
All right, y'all, I got some bonus content that I want to add to this video. I usually don't do a lot of restaurant reviews outside of doing my barbecue stuff in Texas, but here in Miami Beach, I love this one place. And I don't get to always come to it when I'm in town, but I thought since we were down here in downtown Miami, let's take a short ride up to Miami Beach and take you to this place that I absolutely love. It has the best empanadas, in my opinion. It's called GoGo Fresh. So let's go inside and check out the empanadas. They're really different and very unique.
This little spot might not look like much from the outside. GoGo Fresh Sobe is small, tucked away, and easy to miss if you're not paying attention. But it's been holding it down in Miami Beach for years. It's got a serious local following. People come here for their fresh salads and empanadas, which are small, baked, and packed with flavor.
All right, so I'm gonna try the shrimp scampi empanada first. Guys, these are some of the best empanadas you'll have because they're unique. And they stamp the little names on them so you know what they are. They used to use these little flags that they would kind of stick in them. So I don't think we've ever seen the stamp before, have we? Wow. Okay. Let's see how good it is. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. So we're gonna dig into this salad. So I did decide to add some shrimp to the salad. I got mozzarella, tomatoes with mixed greens. I'm gonna add some cocktail shrimp to it.
It's one of those places where you try it, you get it. Nothing fancy, just good food, made fresh and done right.
So it wouldn't be coming to Florida without coming to the beach, right? But not just any beach. You've got to come to the beach that is the most family friendly. That's Hollywood. If you go down to Miami Beach is like the party spot. That's where everything's happening. That's where it's kind of crazy and wild, but not really for kids. I mean, yeah, you could walk through there and kind of have a good time, but in my opinion, Miami Beach is really for the young crowd. That's where a lot of the college kids come for spring break. Conversely, if you go up to Fort Lauderdale, which I do like Fort Lauderdale a lot, but it's really for the more mature crowd, right? It's for, retirees, singles, adults that are older. It's chill. There's lots to see, lots to do, but it's not really for a lot of kids, in my opinion. Although you could take kids there, don't get me wrong. But Hollywood is the nice mix. It's for everybody. People come here, families come here. You see people walking up and down the boardwalk, really just having a nice time. We just always, whenever we come to Miami, we just really enjoy coming to Hollywood. It's, like I said, it's relaxed, but there's enough going on and there's enough energy to kind of keep things going. And the kids absolutely love it. Not to mention, the beach is absolutely amazing. So I've noticed that this year there's a lot of seaweed along the East Coast. I was down in Mexico not too long ago, and they kind of had that same problem. There were being a lot of seaweed. They spent a lot of time and money getting this cleaned up, but it just seems to come back. I don't know if it's worse around this area around this time of the year, but it does kind of impede your experience a bit when coming to the beach. It seems to clear up quite a bit as you go out into the ocean. So I noticed that people are swimming maybe about 30 feet out. And the seaweed isn't as bad. It's just kind of collected right here near the shoreline. I've seen it a lot worse. Not really that bad today, but it can be. It can get real bad.
The Boardwalk, officially called the Hollywood Beach Boardwalk, has been around since the 1920s. It stretches about 2.5 miles right along the beach and was actually named one of the best boardwalks in America by Travel and Leisure. You'll find a mix of everything here: pizza joints, taco stands, juice bars, beach shops, bicycle rental places. It's the kind of place where you can grab a snack, people watch, and then just enjoy the ocean breeze. There's usually live music playing somewhere, and if you come in the evening, the whole place lights up with that classic boardwalk charm.
So there you have it, the top 3 things to do with families while in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. So I hope you found this review and this video to be helpful. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. Tell me, what are your thoughts? Have you been here? And what do you guys do when you come to the Miami area? So until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.